Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Heru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again, here for you. Episode number 35. Now we're getting in that psychology warfare. Psychological manipulation. That's what we're going to call this episode. Psychological manipulation. Before we get into that, I just wanted to let you know, ladies and gents, that if you are getting value from this audio recording podcast, as we keep it moving, keep it pushing, share with a friend, subscribe. And those of you who having problems with subscribing to the Podbean, you can go to your app store, whatever it may be, app store, and you can download Google Podcasts. And it's an app you can download, and then you can put in 411 Calisthenic Lifestyle. Yes, that's 411 Calisthenic Lifestyle, where we have the information and the creation and the psychological manipulation for you. So tune in as we get deep and deeper within the psychological realm. And, we gonna hit you pretty hard. We hitting you, since we can make this, the COVID series. The COVID-19 series, huh? Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show today, where we're gonna talk about some psychological manipulation. Now let's go down and break this down a little bit so we can get on the same playing field for once in a lifetime. Get on some common ground, as they would say, some common ground. So manipulate. What do manipulate mean? Okay, let's go manipulate. Let's go. Here's a definition from Google. Google themselves, Larry and I forgot the other brother's name who owns the Google platform. But definition is handle or control a tool, mechanism, etc. Typically in a skillful manner. He manipulated in dials of the set. Similar, operate, handle, work, control, use, employ, utilize. Part 2. Control of or influence a person or situation cleverly, unfairly, unscrupulously. The masses were deceived and manipulated by a tiny group. Oh my goodness. Exploit, control, influence. Oh no. Maneuver they got up on there. They put it down on you. Maneuver. What y'all know about maneuver? Alter data, present statistics, so as to mislead. Wow, that brother getting deep. So that's the part we're going to be talking about. This is what I'm talking about the psychological manipulation. You feel me? We're going to talk about that second part, control or influence a person or a situation cleverly, unfairly, unscrupulously. Shout out to all my viewers. Shout out to all my listeners. I want to thank all of you who have been subscribing and showing a brother love. Thank you for emailing me, emailing ideas and giving me some concepts and things that I have not thought about. But that's the whole point of the show, to put action to the factions. You feel me? To facts, to actions, actions to facts. You feel me? I give this progress. This brother had hit something up that was interesting. He said progress over profession. You feel me? Progress over profession. So you want to get your progress in. Not necessarily perfection. Perfection will come as you get more repetitions in. See, all this manipulation, all this deaf, dumb, blind techniques, bamboozle techniques have been integrated within our systems. Oh my goodness, that brother said the system. Yes, the system has been integrated within our system. Therefore, we accept what we are given. Oh my goodness. When all these free social programs are available to you, Social Security, unemployment. But they owe me that money and this and that. When you really start breaking down like taxes, start really paying attention what taxes are really about, because that's what this country is really based on, taxes, right? It was about freedom of taxation. That's basically what it breaks down. When you're looking at these structures, when you're looking at business structures from trusts to LLCs to S corps to C corps to even sole proprietorship, these things are based on taxes. You feel what I'm saying? Even how you incorporate your marriage. Now, you know, most people don't understand this, because all a marriage is basically a business contract. You feel what I'm saying? If that's going to bring your assets up or it's going to bring your assets down. And you can look that up. Like I said, I'm not saying I got all the answers and I know everything, but I do question everything, right? Everything. I do question that. And that's something I think we all need to be questioning, even with our particular marriage relationships. Is it actually benefiting you or taking from you? You feel what I'm saying? It's an asset or it's a liability. That's where it really breaks down to you. So what is this psychological manipulation? Now, I'm going to break down this definition. And it's kind of interesting, too, because I'm kind of thinking back to my old school days, my little college days. And it's kind of, they never wanted us to use Wikipedia. They never wanted us to use that. And you wonder, why not? Even though most of that information on there is some serious facts. You feel what I'm saying? They always said this, they said that, but they rather go with the Googles and all this other non-facts, and then they want you to go to the scholar. It's kind of interesting when you think of it, because I was like, thinking about it, and I was like, wow, they were selling us on Google. They literally were selling us on using Google back then, and we didn't even pay no attention to the situation because we're being manipulated, or we're being steered in a different, or being controlled, you feel me? Or being influenced. Great book, The 48 Laws of Power. Ooh, boy, that just come to mind. Go read that. And it shows you what this elite type of people, or this small tiny group, as we call them, the 1%, the Trilateral Commission, all these other different terms they've been using, Illuminati and all these other crazy words or terms, and people, oh yeah, they exist. Yeah, they do exist. They exist in the mind, the psychological mind, the manipulation that they've been embedded, that they've been imprinting on our psychological band, because we're in a psychological warfare. Me and my brother Nas, we talked about this years ago, literally years ago. It's been a psychological warfare from the day one, since we've been existing within this plane, even existence of civilization. They always want to manipulate, keep the elite, keep the masses deaf, dumb, blind. That's always been the MO. Think about it. When you look at society, yeah, they allow you to have 2 more cars. You might have a house here. You might have a few other different things, but it's pennies. Look how when you look at the standard of income, or income levels these days, the income is way down. $40,000. That's funny. $40,000 was actually pretty good. 2 decades ago, $40,000 was a lot of money to a lot of people. Now that's like, you broke 50,000? You ain't even breaking. You ain't even, 100,000 is really probably, I wouldn't even say that. You probably have to be making a lot more than that. But if you getting your money right, if you understand in your currency, or you understand in your finances, it really don't matter how much you make, as long as you keeping as much you earn. You feel me? Manipulation. Manipulated. Controlled, influence a person or situation clearly unfairly. Come on, people. We've been psychologically in a war that from day one we wasn't going to win. Literally, from day one we wasn't going to win. But look, I'm telling you right now, you have the opportunity to open the fuck up. Open your mind. Open your thoughts. Question everything. Look. We abide by their rules because we're under their rules. We abide by their policies because we're under their policies. But see, policies can be questioned. Everything can be questioned. You feel what I'm saying? Why do we have these particular boundaries that they keep putting upon us? Literally. Psychological manipulation. Now let's go into this psychological manipulation. I'm going to read the definition, what they have here. Psychological manipulation is a type of social influence that aims to change the behavior or the perception of others through indirect, deceptive, of unhanded tactics by advancing the interests of the manipulator, often at another's expense. Such methods could be considered exploitive and devious. Oh my goodness. Psychological manipulation. Now, if you haven't seen these tactics being implemented within your environment of influence, you are staying deaf, dumb, blind. Literally, you are staying deaf, dumb, blind. One thing I cannot stand, and being associate and being on the floor at Home Depot, the one thing I cannot stand is people not aware of their surroundings, not aware of what's going on around them. Literally. And this, it's kind of bothering because it shows right now with this COVID-19, it really expresses the ignorance of the people, of the sheep, of the bad hat, of the masses, of the dumbasses, of the dumbasses. Think of it. People, yeah, you may criticize what I'm just saying. I'm cursing people out or whatever the case may be. Look, I'm straight up. I don't got time for the bullshit. And that's literally what's been going on. You've been bullshit the last few decades since you've been on this plane. We've been bullshitted, people. They've been pulling our strings, kicking our ass. Right? The puppet master. That's basically what they've been doing. They've been pulling our strings 24/7, 7 days a week. And we really fall into these categories. We follow the herd. Look at this Tuesday, Blackout Tuesday. How ignorant people. You don't even question a thing. You just put it on. How do you follow trends? Let me just throw that out. And I might do a video on that, even though I did something on it years ago. But I want to do an update. Following trends. You know, trends can get you fucked up. Most of them do. And it's kind of funny because we even made fun. People came up with all this, you want to put stuff on your mask and all this other stuff. And it's kind of funny because it takes me back, literally, the mask situation. It takes me back, and I don't know why this may be, but it always takes me back to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It always takes me back to that period, or the classical period within the history of what we've been taught, literature or whatever the case. Yeah, I think it was classical lit. Yeah, classical lit. And it reminds me of William Shakespeare's the situation with the mask, how the mask was the cover, how you see what I'm saying? But then at the same time, we start making these masks with our personality. Oh, that's our personality. I've been seeing a few people coming in the store. They got Alex Jones InfoWars on. Then you got people like with the propaganda. And it's kind of interesting to me when I ask them about these particular, I asked them, okay, I'm like, Alex Jones, or you not know him, but you're following the information, even like the propaganda situation. Everybody, this particular artist, he created this propaganda tactic where he was going around and putting up the Andre the Giant, and it's an Andre the Giant like silhouette, and it's called a propaganda. Right? But he was doing it for a movement. It was a movement like, hey, wake the hell up, in other words. And the same thing. That's what I'm saying. But it's kind of interesting, even talking to the people. They wearing the stuff. And this is another thing about the manipulation or the psychological manipulation. How you wear shit and don't know what you're wearing. You're representing shit that you don't even know what you're representing. Come on, people, start questioning the shit you wear. You know, people wearing the Nike and all this other stuff because it's cool. Is that what you're wearing it for? You know, think about this. I'm seeing a lot of people out here, they got all this Illuminati stuff. Not Illuminati, but the skull and bones. And then you got this, then you got your, you know, Freemasonry stuff. You don't even know what you're wearing, but you up here proud of something that you don't even really understand. I never really could comprehend that. I never was a type of brother who fall into fads anyway. You know, I create trends. That's what I do. That's what I always been doing. I follow the trend. I don't follow the herd, because when you follow the herd, you end up fucked up. Like we seeing today after day after day. You see people just falling in these so-called manipulation tactics, control, influence, situations. And then they getting in these situations where they cannot come out of. Right? Then they always apologize. Look at all these celebrities. They get up there and say something. Somebody criticize them. All of a sudden they go in their little corner. I can't do it no more. What are you? See, that's another thing too. I don't understand. Manipulate. Cause your money's going to go down cause you only getting one source of income. Think about this. These are things I don't think we really pay attention to. Psychological manipulation, right? Bamboozle. You remember when Malcolm X was bringing it down? See, the key thing is creating value, right? Creating value. A black screen is not going to do you no good. Let's see some positive screens. Let's stop showing people getting beat up and killed and all this other crazy stuff. So let's start showing positive things that people are actually gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, putting it down. It's kind of, like I said, we some screwed. You show me a negative video, right? You show me something and that go viral in 2.6 seconds. But then anything positive, you don't even know about it. You don't even hear about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's a great example. I was watching a video this morning. Jay Cutler. Now, those of you who are familiar with the bodybuilding industry know who I'm talking about. Jay Cutler, he was a big competitor, bodybuilder, and he was one of Ronnie Coleman's competitor. Ronnie Coleman's nemesis, really. They was battling 24/7 for Mr. Olympia. And it was interesting what he had suggested about the situation about the new video or the new series, that documentary of the Bulls with Michael Jordan and the Bulls, pretty much, The Last Dance. And it was interesting because he was talking about the psychological manipulation, what's going on with the leaders today. Or let me break that down. Not necessarily leaders, but is no more discipline. You don't see the discipline behind these particular athletes anymore. Not saying that all athletes are great athletes and this and that we need to be following them and this and that. But it's like a lot of them are not making their own. And maybe that was the social media too. Let me throw that out there. Because the social media is kind of like the slap in the face. You see the struggle of what the Chicago Bulls was going through, what they was doing, and many teams can express this. The LA Lakers, they went through it. The Boston Celtics, they went through it. You know what I'm saying? To be able to create a dynasty, right? To create a dynasty. I mean, we could talk about the New York Yankees, as many other teams like that throughout different sports and whatnot. I mean, the Lance Armstrongs, the Michael Bolts, Usain Bolts. I keep saying Michael Bolt, but Michael, you know who I'm talking about, the fast brother, Michael Johnson. But their stories, right? Prior to the, internet and all this other stuff that we can see and this and that and what they had to go through with other people, with the social issue, what people was expecting of them. And the thing we see now is like, people don't want to work. People don't want to work to be the best. You feel what I'm saying? Most people don't want to work to be the best. Everybody want to sit back. That's one of the things I can say about Hawaii. I notice people back here, they're chilling. You feel me? And I'm talking about bad chilling. I'm not talking about chilling. I'm talking about bad chilling, where they don't want, literally, they don't want, now I don't know where they're getting all this money, but I know one thing, I know Hawaii's gonna feel it soon as this depression, as we get deeper in this depression. It's too much funding going to places that's not an asset. It's more of a liability. Uh-oh, that brother's hitting you off again. He keep talking about these financial terms and this and that. Look, this is what we're going down right now. We got a psychological liability. It's called manipulation. You feel me? The psychological manipulation is going 24/7, 7 days a week, and we believe everything. You turn on that TV, you watching that TV, you see what's going on. They make these movies so cold now. You see all these Star Wars and all this stuff. You really think, literally, these folks can create scenes. They can do this. This is what they do. They're known for this type of stuff. Kind of like all the shootings that was going on in these different places. And look, you got actors. People are actors. And that's another thing. We don't even know if that even was, that could have been a setup just to get you riled up and get you flipping out and going, "Cool, I'm not going to take this anymore." See, because ironically, this is the thing I be tripping off of. Okay. How is this one lady, she get this video, she's the only one there, Asian lady at that. That's funny. But maybe I'm tripping or I got something wrong. But out of all the people in the world, you got this Asian lady happen to be over there, take the picture. I don't even know what the situation. And maybe I shouldn't even comment on it or say anything about it. But I know we are getting manipulated like a motherfucker. Literally. And the funny thing is, black folks, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Every time, every single time. And it be stupid shit. Literally stupid. You know how many brothers and sisters getting killed daily? Literally daily. And it's a brother that look like you and me. Literally. Y'all know I'm a brother. I don't call myself black. I don't call myself African American. I call myself a man. I'm a man. Literally, I'm a man experiencing a country that don't give a fuck about me. I know that. You feel me? I know that. Why haven't you got it yet? At the same time, this is the whole point of manipulation, the psychological manipulation. You have to navigate accordingly. You got to get look, I'm not trying to get in all these, organizations that I want to be part of. I think I'm going to go join the Ku Klux Klan. I think that'd be a good fit for me. You feel me? See, you don't have to, this is the thing. We don't have to participate. You don't have to participate. You can go do your own thing. You know that? You can make your own socks now. You can make your own shoes. You can grow your own food. You know that? Folks, you can grow your own food. No, but we can't. It is funny too, because we sit here, we talk about our oppressors, but then at the same time, we go spend our dollars with our oppressors. And then at the same time, the dollars are coming from our oppressors. Oh my goodness. No, that truth ain't nothing. I ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing. No, y'all. He don't know what he talking about. He the one bamboozled. He the one staying deaf, dumb, blind. Even though it's right in your book that you read all the time, that Bible, deaf, dumb, blind. They tell you that, deaf, dumb, blind, being ignorant. We can't even say the word ignorant. But like the brother say, progress over perfection. Manipulated. We love being manipulated. We manipulated every time we in a relationship too. You ever think about that? Or influenced, or sold on something. Literally, we all being sold. We all salesmen, saleswomen. We all have the ability, the psychological manipulation. It could be good, it could be bad. But see, the whole point is you got to get on a base. You got to get a foundation first. You feel me? That's the whole point of these talks as we engage, as the thoughts of Heru, the modern monk, is actually activating. You You see what I'm saying? I'm activating that pineal gland, or that action in reaction, to react on Look, you have the option to react positively. You see what I'm saying? You can use your money positively, if that's a word. You can use it to influence more action by supporting businesses that you truly believe in. You don't have to go to Sears. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to go to Home Depot. You can go to your local depot. You feel one? The one that's been sitting there for the last 18 decades. But see, we choose to jump in the fast lane. Oh, I want to get into stocks. I want to get into bonds. I want to get into manipulation games. Cause that's basically what they doing. House of Cards. Y'all remember that? Even the show, House of Cards. He was playing the House of Cards too. Very House of Cards, your boy. He was really playing the game. But see, these are things I don't understand why we don't comprehend it. But look, it's a behavior that was given to you. Oh my goodness. I'll pause. Go ahead and subscribe right now. This is an interlude right now. Interjection right now. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and send this video, send this audio to one of your friends, family, foe, west side, east side, long side, whatever. Hit them up. Let them know. This brother hitting some truth. Oh my goodness. And look, I'm not here. I'm not your leader. I'm not your savior. You know who's your savior is? You are. You're your own savior. You have the ability to transform. Oh my goodness. Transform and translate and manipulate yourself for better results. Becoming a better you. Waking up, reinventing yourself. That's the point here. Psychological manipulation. You feel me? Psychological manipulation. You have the power. Not no movement. Fuck the movement. The movement's gonna keep going. I'm talking about you, action orientated. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Not joining all these groups to feel that you're a part of something so you can go out and march and get hit in the head. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Martin Luther King got hit in the head with that brick and didn't do nothing? You feel me? Got hit with the brick and didn't do nothing. And we talking about a peaceful movement at the time. If you want to claim it was a peaceful movement. Because I never even thought the marches was going to be it's not going to benefit anything. What's going to benefit is your dollar bills. Where you spending them dollar bills at? That's what's going to benefit. Where is it influencing in your community? You feel what I'm saying? How are you using that cash flow to influence others? Uh-oh. Value creation. There it goes again. There he goes again. Value creation. That's what it comes down to. That's what I've been doing for many years now, too. Not sitting here tooting my own horn, but at the same time, it's like, when are people going to wake the fuck up? When you going to wake up? Get out this coma. I figure the COVID would get you out of the coma. At least wake the hell up. Where am I? Let me know where am I. Not going out here acting a fool, looking stupid. Going out here hurting yourselves, hurting your own people, blowing up the businesses that you go buy stuff from, stealing all this shit out here. And there's no value. The shit was marked down already. Zero. Zero, as the brother would say on the show. Zero. That's what's going on. We getting all this crap that we don't even know. And you're right on camera. Come on, folks. You know you got a cell phone that's connected locally. They follow it everywhere you go, so they can pinpoint who you are, what, when, where, how. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. They call it psychological manipulation. And this is actually dedicated to a brother, Sadat El Muhammad. Shout out to you. Rest in peace, my brother. This is for you. Utilizing that energy, brother. I know you probably would be blasted right now. on the show. If I had him on the show interviewing, he'd be blasting right now. Talking about that energy. Cause we gotta wake up, folks. We gotta get out of this coma and we gotta start acting. We gotta start going to work. We don't have no time to be sitting down. Well, we've been sitting out. We've been sitting out for a while. We've been sitting on that bench, keeping the bench warm. Now it's time to get out there. It's showtime. It's playtime. Like Michael Jordan and all that. It's coming down to the 2 seconds on the clock. And you got to hit that jumper. It's all in your hands right now. It's all in your hands. It's time to get out of the manipulation and start participating and waking the hell up. And like I said, here it is. Everybody always talk about, what do I need to do? How can I benefit? Here's the first step. Get your money right. Period. Point blank. Get an understanding. You have to become disciplined with your money. Soon as you discipline with your money, you're going to get everything else fall in place. Cause it's really about the mindset. Don't take me wrong. The mindset. Get your mindset, get your body right. Then you get your money right. Period. Point blank. But you got to get your money right? You got to get your money right so you can actually get your body right. Getting the right foods, getting the right energy, getting around the right people. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, now you ask me, what kind of right people? People that's actually going to challenge you on a psychological level, that's actually giving you good, creating value for you or with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's the whole point I'm trying to... Look, ain't no trying no more. I'm going to do and don't. I offered a opportunity to some few friends I know. Cause I keep saying this. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. and those of you who know me, I don't be playing. I told you I'm going to be going somewhere. I'm be there. Boom. If I'm going to be doing something, I'm doing it. Bye. Y'all know this. It's all about timing, and it's all about certain things and people that actually I'm attracted in my life. Literally. Look, I'm about to blow the fuck up. Not just me, but those who want to be down with it. Come on. Cause I got the call. What the final call? The final call is there. And we have to get out of the psychological warfare. You have to get out of the bullshit. You got to stop following these TV channels and all this other dumb shit. You got to get out of it. You got to opt out. Literally, you got to opt out. But you're opt in. You see what I'm saying? You're opt out, but you're opt in. Because you're plugged into what the fuck is going down. You see the V for Vendetta. You feel what I'm saying? The V is right there. It's in front of you. Like they said, everything is in plain sight. It's just understanding what the sight is about. What is it actually explaining? What is the interpretation? Oh my goodness. What is the interpretation? That's really what it comes down to. People say I'm crazy, and I get that all the time. But the only crazy one is the one who don't act on the situation. Uh-oh. But we allow them to put us in these combines, in these compounds, in these little sectors and different neighborhoods that we wondering why we can't get ahead. Keeping you deaf, dumb, blind. They putting you in school and telling you all this manipulation, put all this psychological issues and this and that. Well, you can do this. You can't do that. Statistics say 70% will be broke, And it works. And it works when you're getting told that stuff. You see what I'm saying? That works when you're being told. Your parents are telling you this. They're building on it. You feel what I'm saying? Well, boy, you can't do that. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. But see, you can go get it. That's the cool thing about life. Oh, they always talk about America, the freedoms. You can have this. You can have that. You could do that in any country, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure I'll get a bunch of debating people about that. But I guarantee you can do that in any country. As long as you're not caught up in the bullshit. Because, see, that's the key thing. Everybody who get connected with okay, I want to be like everybody else. I want to fall in place. Like everybody out here, they got that little saying, or what is it? It's kind of like, Hotep. I say Hotep to people. They Mahala. That's the term they use. Mahala, right? Yeah, it's maybe part of the culture, this, that. But see, this is the thing about people. We're too much of a, we follow these, we follow these, and then we're around lions. And then we're wondering, what, hey man, let me go and hide on over here. Let me hide on over here. And then we're wondering why we getting eat up. Oh my goodness. You know, a lion don't even fuck with no sheep. These metaphors we got. A lion don't even fuck with a sheep. He'd rather get some real meat. Let me go get that gazelle or something. Something we got some real meat on. Oh my goodness. That brother dropping dimes. I'm telling you, dropping dimes. Psychological manipulation. They say psychological manipulation. But you know what it is? It's manipulative behavior. Right? It's manipulative behavior. So you're conditioned to think these certain things. You're conditioned to act in a certain capacity. You're conditioned to do what the master tell you to do. Uh-oh. Now, let's go back. Let's take it back. Early 1900s. You feel me? When brothers and sisters, so-called African Americans was, coloreds, they called them coloreds, they called them Negro, whatever name you want to put on the situation. Think about it. And we wasn't there. None of us was there. So don't tell me you was there unless my grandma's on this call. But other than that, none of us was there. None of us experienced that situation when you had to walk around or had to, walk off in the road or whatever you had to do when people was, when white folks walked on the sidewalks or whatever the case may be. All kinds of crazy shit was going on back then. The colored stools and all this other stuff all this other stuff was going on. And don't take it wrong. We still see it today. We don't pay no attention to it, but we still see it today. It's some places still segregated. Period. Point blank. Let's keep it 100 here. Now, y'all know I'm not playing around. Y'all know this to be true. Most of y'all. I hope. Unless you living in a bubble somewhere. But I really doubt that because nobody's really in no bubble. You better not be in no bubble unless the COVID is in that bubble. But like I said, manipulation. Psychological manipulation. So, I'm going to end it there. Because one of the things I want you to do, to take some time, please think for yourself. Please act responsible for yourself. Please act accountable for yourself. And please stop acting like everybody got to do something for you, too. You know what I'm saying? Do your own due diligence. That was one of the lessons I learned a lot from my brother Nas. Due diligence. He always expressed that really well. That was one term. And understanding, do your research. Get it down. Get the data. Understand what's going on within your particular industry. Not just your industry, but whatever you're doing. Take care of your business. Understand what's going on. And that may be your relationship. You feel me? Your relationship. That might be your relationship because there's a lot of us that haven't been around our significant other for this long. Because we got jobs. We got to go out the house. We got to do things. We got to keep it busy, keep it moving. You feel me? A lot of us haven't had that experience. Just staying with that significant other. Then your child, experiencing your child on a real level. Oh, he's back from college or she's back from college. I haven't even really experienced my child. Think about it. That's the code one. Think about it. So, if you're getting value from this podcast, from this show, from this audio and video, because I do YouTube, I put it up on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm going to be putting the last couple episodes up on YouTube here in the next couple of days. So tune in on that. We're going to be bringing a I'm going to be bringing on some more interviews since I've been out here, been talking to a few brothers and sisters out here, get them on the show. We're going to be talking about restoring manhood. That's another subject matter I've been kind of really filling out here, because a lot of us, we're not, I don't think we're manning up anymore. And you see it. We see it. We're seeing it all throughout the culture now. And even with the so-called these political figures, they're on a whole nother level where it's like very questionable. Let me say it like that. Very questionable of manhood, of masculinity. And you say what you want. I know females tripping, whatever the case may be, but it's really a declining element, what we're seeing in our culture. And we know these, females, they doing their thing. So be it. Do your thing. Do your thing. Just like the brothers. Do your thing. But at the same time, it's got to be told, right? It's got to be told. Truth got to be told. And we definitely got to become mentors, especially as men. We got to be mentors for these young men these days, because these young men don't have no role models. Period. They don't have no role models. I mean, at least we had the Michael Jordans. We had the, Ronnie Colemans. We had the, literally, we had certain figureheads that you kind of looked up to and be like the Bo Jacksons. You feel me? Now it's like, where do they look for? Don't take me wrong. LeBron James is a good example. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, Kobe Bryant's already dead. It's crazy. That's crazy. Young brother, too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Rest in peace, Kobe and the family. Whatnot. But at the same time, it's not like I know the brother either. But my point is, shout out. If you're getting some value from this, subscribe. Like I said, if you can't subscribe to my Podbean, go to my Google. Go to my Google. Yeah, I'm running Google too. Go to Google Podcast. You can subscribe there at 411 Calisthenic Lifestyle. My name should pop right up. The Modern Monk, putting it down like that. And I'm going to I'm going to be bringing on some more interviews since I've been out here, because I've been chopping it up with some folks. We're going to get some more feedback from you. I'm going to be talking about some female issues too that needs to be addressed. Literally, I had a sister hit me up with some stuff, so we're gonna be definitely getting more deeper in some things that I think people are really kind of sweeping under the rug and not paying attention till when it comes out, and you're like, oh wow, I didn't see that one coming. It's kind of like the V for Vendetta, when I've been telling people, you need to watch these movies. You need to watch these movies. You need to get an understanding. That's why they're putting these movies out. They're already telling you what's up. See, that's one thing about this government. Go read a funny book, not a funny book. Go read The Fall of America by Elijah Muhammad. Go read The Fall of America. And this is 1970s. When he wrote that book, The Fall of America. And that, I'm telling you, all that information is really coming true right in front of you, right in front of your eyes, literally. And it's not like he predicted the thing. We see the trends. Look, you can't keep doing something and thinking it's going to change. You feel what I'm saying? The only thing is going to change is the manipulation of the manipulation powers, or the manipulation examples, or devices, as they would say. The devices. And the device is that internet. The device is this internet. It's making this social environment where you got fake ass women on these pictures and TV shows. They're fake. Dudes fake. You see them and you don't even know what they are. You're like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. You're a Wizard of Oz. If I only had a brain. Peace. I'm out.